Hello, welcome to Simple Linux, where today we are going to look at Jim's My PC openbox. He's also dated it as of yesterday, so that will be 2019, 10 and 28. He has a site on SourceForge. Just let me see if I can grab that for you. Bear with me, I'm hoping. It is that one. Oops, we can't find that page. Okay, so it wasn't that one at all. But I do know he has got it on there, so project unboxing pclinuxos. Just bear with me and I will have a look amongst the comments here. Okay, oops, wrong one, that's my channel, do not want that. I'll answer him in a moment. So it was for this video here, so let me just have that and pause that. That was him uploading it. And there we go, projects my PC. So I will click on that, and yeah, it's projects my openbox, my PC openbox and files is where you can download the ISO. And for some reason got 2025 there, not sure what that's about, but that's absolutely fine. So that's where you can download his ISO, and it is a respin of pclinuxos, which is also a respin of my respin, if you see what I mean, of my mini openbox. So he's already got a UK keyboard set up there. I normally leave it at US. However, this is his respin and he can do what he likes. So we booted into a open box which is very different from mine. So if I can just control C this, I can. Okay, we're in scale mode now, and he's using tint 2 here on the panel. I'm not sure if he has set the device up. No, he hasn't. So I will just set that up for him so he's got some sound. It is a volume control issue with pulse audio, I'm afraid. So what do we have so far? On the panel itself we have the file manager, pcmanfm, and he has it in list mode, and of course he's caused his name demo here. Desktop applications, of course, etc. You get the idea. Secure the terminal, of course, in a strange palette. For me this is very blue, but it could be just my eyes and the way it is. But you can see he's using pclinuxos, he's using VirtualBox 1.2, no I am. It's actually, I don't know why it's received itself as VirtualBox 1.2, but that's cool. Anyway, kernel is going to be 5.3.6. 4.4.23 kilobytes. Yes, we know the resolution is there, and blah blah. It's using 425 mega RAM, so not too bad. He also has on the desktop Google Chrome, Thunderbird, Cubic Torrent, UGET, a download manager there, Audacity, Minitube, AVDMux for video editing, Handbrake, which is a media transcoder. Firewall configuration there, Synaptic for installing, 2D copy for transferring ISOs to your USB stick and formatting USB sticks, or even making a DVD. He has discs, which I assume is known discs. Yes it is. I do believe it is anyway. I don't have any way of drive settings, format disk, benchmark drive. Yeah, it seems to be known discs. I'm not familiar with known discs. It's not a program I've used myself, to be honest, in favour of G-Parted. We have the My Life GTK, which is what he uses to remaster. As you can see, he's done pclinuxos and the date.iso, and the kernel of course, and so on and so forth. We'll quit. We've also got K3B for disk burning. Now I'm just wondering if this is K3B for it is. This is the K3B, and no, because I'm in a single. I'm just going to have a helping about here. Yeah, it is a KDE version, so that's very cool. The updates are available, and there will be updates, but if you click on it, nothing happens on openbox. But that's fine, it just means that Synaptic has been updated, and all you have to do is open Synaptic up, and you don't need to reload. You can go to status right here, and you can see the updates here, and it has a few. Even though he released this yesterday, he's released it halfway through an update, if you see what I mean. It happens to me all the time. Okay, networking, of course. It's got Snaps. Snaps is a great tool for searching for anything. So we know he's got Google Chrome, and boom, and that will load up Google Chrome. This might complain about XDG. Yeah, I thought it might. And it's somehow frozen it, but there you go. Get started, may free systems, already Chrome user, blah blah blah. We do have internet, we already know this. So that is Chrome, and it's going to be the latest Chrome because he's only just installed it, bless him. So if we go about and about Chrome, you'll see that it is 77.035 official build, which will be the last build. Over here we've got Redshift, I believe, and it is enabled and auto started. And of course we've got the volume control there, and in the mixer, let's see what it's done for mixing. Oh, it's still connected to Pulse Audio. As default it actually goes to Elsa mixer, but I changed it in the mini ISO to use Pulse. And here is the battery meter, which is telling me that 50 watt hours, blah blah, right, 0 watts AC connected. Okay, now there's nothing here to install, Jim. What you do, mate? Just put an installer on the desktop just there. It disappears on the first boot anyway, so you don't need to put it in the Excel. Excuse me. So it's changed the themes. Battery, that doesn't work, and it isn't really needed because we have the battery meter down here. So that can be uninstalled. Saying that's a reminder to myself as well. Under archiving, we have K3B, My Life GTK, and X Archiver. Configuration, we've got the venerable PCC, configure your computer, a deconf, disks, a firewall config. G-parted install pclinuxos is actually there. So if you want to install, you have to go to configuration, install pclinuxos. Now maybe it has it set up so it's not showing any desktops, but I'll find out in a minute whether that is true. So let me grab a file manager a moment and go to his desktop, which is obviously empty. Create new. I see there's no create new shortcut there. So maybe he isn't using it as a desktop at all. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So I don't think I would be able to, although I should be able to actually. Open a new window, and if I go to configuration and hunt down for, oh hang on, there we go, because I do want to drag and drop. Install pclinuxos is there, and we'll put her there. Okay, we have the input desktop thingy there, and hopefully it's come to a desktop there. That just makes it easier for the new user, and I'll show you why now. So we will install this before we have another look. Of course it decides to go full screen because it just does. So we'll go next. Use free space. Yep, that's fine. We're just going to go next because it's just a pclinuxos installer. We can just whop it through, and it shouldn't take too long. The ISO is only 1.7 gigabytes, I believe. I gave the virtual machine, by the way, 4 gigs of RAM, 2 cores, and 18 gigs of disk space, which is ample, absolutely plenty of room. But it's better having plenty of room than not enough, and the VM just stopping saying, hey, you've run out of disk space, pal. So, or what would really happen is the installer will say, you need a bigger partition than that will. And it will tell you what size you actually need for the install, but you've always got to add enough for any updates that you will need to do. So we'll install this, and it's using quite a nice theme. Looks like Adway to Dark. And we'll get to all that in a momento. Now we're going to have a little issue here, I believe, because the installer, and this isn't Jim's fault. This is his kind of build, and it truly isn't his fault. That unless he's edited these post-install scripts, the scripts after this one, he's going to have demo still as a user when he reboots, because the installer will not remove the user demo. It will remove the user guest. So we'll press initial startup, and I've started to do a new thing with the grub install. We'll click next, but on this screen it could say probe foreign OSs, which is actually OS prober, so no. And I will just click finish, and it does honestly quicken things up just a little bit. Things are happening, my hard disk is flashing. It doesn't produce anything clear, it just looks blank for a while. There's no indication that it's actually happening, unless you have an hard disk slice and you might think, ooh, it's crashed or something. just be patient, it doesn't take that long. And in the end you will have a screen which is to please finish and restart. So we'll finish and we will reboot. So there we have a reboot. So we're restarting now, and that's the big hint that it was using one of mine. Here's the wallpaper in the background. So we'll start it off. He's obviously cleaned off any earlier kernels. And yes, on the first boot, the boot screen does go black while it sorts out its matchbox. So we'll see if he has changed anything with GDM, or indeed if he is using GDM or another display manager. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay, he's already got it set to GB because he is a British after all, and it doesn't matter what we set this here right now because we are in GMT, which means it's the same as UTC. He's asking me for a root password. I will put one in. You don't need to. It is wise. The reason why there is no password button there is for those who just wish to make another ISO. It's just to make life easier for us really. I will make another user. Ooh, what? I'm going to be putting my usual VirtualBox password there. For those who want to know, yes, that is my usual VirtualBox password. It isn't, and the reason why I do it is habit really. It used to be an early password. Okay, we've got into your password here, and it looks like a different GUI thing there. I'm not quite sure what he's using there, but I can find out. So, into your username, I'm going to try demo with the password demo. No, okay. We'll find out what he's done in a minute. Okay, we have that. I just want to go to that demo is there. Let me have a look at the properties of that. More like the permissions I'm after. Fair enough. So I'm going to have to go to PPC now. So let's go to PPC. Sign in. I need to go to System and Manage Users. And you can see demo there is still existing. So I'm going to have to delete that myself. I'm pretty sure he had a password on it as well because it shouldn't. Okay. So anyway, that's that. I'm just interested to see what he's using and done actually, to be fair. And let's see what he's using. No, I didn't want that, did I? I want that. He is using GDM, he's used his own theme. Fair enough. Nothing wrong in that at all. So, now we're in. We've got Xclone, Xterm and Xterm root, Redshift of course, Xarchiver. Genie is for development and editor, so it's using Genie rather than Leafpad or another editor. No problem there at all. Bleachbit root, DD copy, desktop preferences, fast repo, PCman FM and Synapse. Fast repo is literally that, it hunts finding the fast repo available. So we'll let that carry on. What else we got? New photos, that was one. Graphics got an ebook viewer, LFR viewer, and Rosetta image viewer in the graphics. On the internet we've got Mozilla, Google Chrome, Minitube, which is excellent, Network Center, Qubit torrent for our torrent files, Thunderbird, and you get our downloader. Office, we've got AbiWord. Interesting is using separate programs instead of a suite. AbiWord, Calibri. AbiWord's an excellent word processor anyway. Calibri. We have an ebook editor. Evans. It's just pulled up the times. Focuswriter and Numeric for spreadsheets. Focuswriter I'm not completely familiar with. Under Software Center we've got Clean and Synaptic Package. Sound Audacious for our music, MPV for music and video. Strangely enough, SM Player for both of them. Pulse Audio and Voco Screen Recorder for it does what it says in the box, it records your screen. Under video we've got AVDMux, Ambrate Minitube, MKV Live Toolkit, which gets pulled in with something else I believe. Probably Voco Screen pulls in there. We've got MPV and so on and so forth. So anyway, we found that the quickest one is actually an LG. So if I double click that and open Synaptic. Now we know we got updates because we'd already done it, but I'm just wondering if that had changed to NLUUG, and it has. It's the default repo anyway, to be honest, so we can then mark all upgrades and apply those updates. And there's 41, 46 of them, and there's some big ones like Breeze and so on. So I'll minimise that. So yeah, not a bad effort, Jim, not bad at all. I think you may need some tidying up to do. And demo is really a bad idea, well, not a bad idea for a first time username. It's just is how it is, you know. The rest is fine. You haven't touched anything with these. I'm assuming you wanted, let me look at the desktop prefs here. This Linux dark noise wallpaper. I assume you wanted that. And he has a load of wallpapers here, by the way. He has a shed load of wallpapers. Oh yes, he does indeed. Unfortunately, oh there it is. The screen size isn't conducive to what I'm doing here. So look at that. Oh yeah, that's an excellent wallpaper. So I'll let Synaptic finish what it's doing, which is Google Chrome right now. And I'm actually getting some half decent speed tonight. Woohoo! Go for it, Ali. I'll just pause while that's doing it, actually. Okay, we're installing the updates. I've reached to a couple of big files here. Which is very cool. Okay, so now that's done. Before rebooting, I want guest editions. I'll mark that. I'll apply that, and that will download the tool for the guest editions. So while that's doing that, I'm going to resize the screen back to its normal size. Just for a moment. Let me get rid of that. Don't know why I don't open the background anyway. And we're there. Okay, cool. Right, before I do the guest editions, I am going to give it a reboot because I saw glibc go over, and it's normally a good idea to do that. So restarting. Now Jim has been in contact with me on YouTube, through YouTube, commenting comments about how to change the boot splash. So I did make him a video which I uploaded to my cloud, and basically it's a video of how to change the splash screen, but for some reason you can't find the video, so I'm going to have to post a link to him again somehow. So anyway, we're here, and you'll notice that in perhaps configuration. No, where are you hidden, my little friend? You are there somewhere, because I just installed you. I've got no config. Am I missing it? Of course it is. It will be under software center. Give it my root password, and we'll let it install the guest editions just to make life easier for all of us, including me. So bear with me a moment. And I'm back, and you can see the guest editions are installed successfully. You can see that by the huge wide screen we have there now. So that makes it all the more nicer on a proper resolution screen, I think. So that's very cool. I am wondering actually whether the tool for thingy is still in there. This is VBox Test Media. Now allows you to quickly boot an ISO or USB device using VirtualBox. You do need VirtualBox install, but after that you can test the USB stick straight away after you burnt it to see if the USB stick works before committing it to a bare metal machine. It's just a quick and dirty way of testing ISOs and USBs. Very cool. So anyway, that's Jim's ISO. I'm impressed. For the first attempt at, not his first attempt at an ISO, he's done it before with other distros. He's done it with pclinuxos with XFCE, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think he has. And yeah, this is his take on openbox, which is very different from mine, as you know. And there's nothing wrong in that. That's the beauty of Linux. We can all have our own taste and our own thing. I'd like to know what theme, which wallpaper it was he wanted for Grub. Oh yes, Grub to Splash. This video is going to be long, don't care. But the man deserves it. Package here called Grub to Splash, so Grub to Splash. And he also needs image magic. So image magic. I'm just going to do that as image magic because oh, image magic is installed. Okay, So I've installed that anyway, so uninstall Grub to Splash, and then you can simply go, I've actually knocked off the icon, go to Grub to Splash here, which will bring this up. You'll have to enter these. Okay, and we're going to need a file manager. Maybe not full screen, but that'll be fine. And I need to go to user shared. This is in preparation. Because it doesn't have its own little file thing to come up, you have to drag and drop over, which is fine. I believe he's got his wallpapers down here. Oh, there it is, right at the top down there, because I was going past it like a numpty. And I'm trying to think what the original wallpaper was. It was, oh yeah, Linux Dark, there we go. So, both images, move that over, and I will drag that onto there, and click OK. I will give it a 1024 by 768, and I will click OK. This is cancelling, OK. And this will take just say it takes a few minutes to do, so I'll be back when it's almost done. Okay, and we're done. So all we need to do now is reboot, and it should have changed. As you can see, it has changed the Plymouth theme already, and although you can't see behind this, it is the other wallpaper, which is cool. And there we go, the Plymouth theme is done, and because it boots so quickly you don't get to see much of it. And there we have it. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, Jim. Take care, mate, and if you have enjoyed this video, the rest of you, yeah, marvellous. Jim Acklaw, his take on openbox, and it is a very, very good effort indeed. I mean, honestly, once he sorts out the little bits and does some theming to probably GDM or whatever, it is going to be startling. Excellent. I do like his wallpapers, by the way. I only looked at this one, but I do know, knowing him, he's got some nice wallpapers there. Anyway, take care, Jim. Take care, everybody else. And if you liked the video, thumbs up or thumbs down.